Hi, my name is Lydia Deckert, and I grew up roughly in Newton, Kansas. My family worked as international volunteers for 3 years in um, Columbia, in the capital city there. So those were my 3 middle school years. So a large part of my education was spent in a different country. I moved back to Newton. My family did after those 3 years. And then I went to high school at the same school that I actually teach at now, which is kind of interesting. It adds a whole lot of layers, but for the most part, I enjoy that. I went out to Virginia for college. I went to a small university there. I studied English. I dabbled in some education courses, but they honestly weren't my favorite. I'm a very like learn by doing type of person. So this program works out really well. And the college that I went to is very heavily focused on liberal arts, which was great for me because I liked to um, be pushed to read and think about things in all different areas of the humanities. And I just generally enjoyed studying English for that time. Um, I graduated in 2020, right as the pandemic hit. So I actually had a couple semesters of online school. Um, and shortly after I graduated, I moved to DC and worked at a bilingual preschool there, which I loved. Totally knew that education is what I wanted to do next. I would love to work at a bilingual school again at some point in my career, hopefully sooner rather than later. I am fluent in Spanish for the most part, depending on the day. Sometimes the gears glitch, but for the most part, it's kind of still like a switch for me. And I would like to use that in a positive way and be in a Spanish speaking or bilingual environment. The pandemic got kind of crazy. I moved home, did some service jobs. I worked at a bookstore, which I loved. And then a position opened up at the high school that I went to, like I said, and I decided that that was a good place to try my hand at teaching. And so I actually jumped in mid-year last year in January, which was insane. It was crazy. It was really hard, but I totally fell in love with the profession. Despite everything going on, it was not an easy semester, but I loved the job and the work that I was doing. Online school is really hard for me. I struggle a lot with ADHD, and in-person school is awesome. I actually don't need that many accommodations for in-person school, but online school can kind of get hard for me. So it's definitely been a balancing act to try to keep all of the details and everything straight. But I think I figured it out. I think we've got a good strategy going into the fall and to finish up the summer semester. Other things about me, I have a dog that I love. She is very cute, very energetic. I like to be active. I run a lot and I'm really into trail running right now. So I actually finished a half marathon up near Lawrence this summer, and I plan on completing a marathon at the end of July. So that's coming up here quick. So I spend a lot of my time outside, trying to protect myself from the heat. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just generally excited for this next year. I know that teaching a year at a time instead of a semester will feel really different. But I'm excited to meet all of you and to engage in this course.